Hey guys, and welcome to JaysAndKays. What I've got here today is one of 511's watches. This is their tactical series field ops watch, and this is a timepiece that's got embedded into it Horus's shooting software or version of their software, so that long range shooters can calculate trajectory and drop at extended ranges. Such as up to and exceeding 1,000 yards. Anyway, I'm not a long distance shooter, but I did have one of these, and a buddy of mine had asked me if I had a strap kit for it. And I said, you know what? This thing never gets wrist time on me. It's my Sunto and my G-Shocks that do, but let me pull this out and have a look at it. Well, the good news is that you don't need an adapter kit on this, and I'm going to show you why. We'll be able to get by with just a 22 millimeter strap. Anyway, but about this is a pretty decent piece. It's got a lot of basic timepiece functions. It's got of course, your initial screen with your primary time, your day date, a second, and even a third time. Is an alarm, stopwatch, countdown timer, and then it's got the range of your ballistic parameters and information so that you can do what you need to do to calculate your shots. But anyway, I'm not an expert on that, so I don't want to delve too deeply in that. But if I could just show you real quick, you guys who might want to see something about this, I can. So it's a quick look at those functions. But what I wanted to talk about was this strap, what to do with this strap. Well, we're going to pull that off, and I'm going to show you how to get that 22 millimeter strap on. And included with the kit was an Allen wrench, and I think it's a 2.5 millimeter. That's what it looks like, but I didn't get a chance to measure it out. But anyway, it's included with the assortment of items that you get with the watch. In fact, there's a second longer strap that comes with it if you hadn't wanted to change that out. And then, of course, there's a manual that's included in this case that everything's packed into. But if we're going to take a look at this strap, let's start by pulling this screw off. There's a screw bar on each end of the strap on this watch, so we'll start by unscrewing it, and it's real easy to do. There's one side of this screw bar has got the hex socket on it. The other side is just a knurled knob, essentially, with this little circular indentation. So I couldn't really find a tool that would work on that, but since it's knurled, you can kind of grab it with your fingers and help unscrew it. So, and we got one side off, and we can kind of push it out to pull the other end of that screw bar out as best you can. It's hard to grab, though. You might want to grab something to poke that out with. I've got actually, a spring bar tool I've got always laying around for everything I do. So you can just catch the edge of the screw bar there and push it out for you. And then you pull that out, and this strap comes right off. So there's the strap end. Now, what I was going to show you, we'll start on one side already, since this is it's the 6 o'clock side, so we'll put the non-buckle in on this. So here's a 22 millimeter nylon strap. And I chose olive because the digital display here is kind of a greenish color. But it's up to you what color you want. But this lug width here is right about 22 millimeters. It's a little bit less, but it's actually close enough that a 22 millimeter strap fits really well inside there. And so I'm going to drop that in here. Now, all I did to prepare it was basically to drive this screw through here a couple times to spread the strap out, because it's a pretty large diameter screw here. I don't know how large it is. It's probably close to 2 millimeters. But anyway, in fact, if this was a 2.5 millimeter wrench, you can see it's pretty close. But anyway, I digress, and I'm just trying to move along here. So it's really simple swap out. If you guys are interested in moving beyond this this rubber strap that gets provided with the watch, and you wanted to use something else, something different, well, it's really simple to do. So I'm just going to show you real quick on how to do that. And I'll probably just do one side. Maybe I'll do the second. It depends on how this goes. But let's go ahead and pop this in here, get it lined up. There we go. And then you can take your little screw on the opposite side, and I'll just start it with my finger. And then I just hold it with my thumb and then tighten it down with a wrench. In fact, in the documentation, they tell you, they discuss how to exchange the strap. such as if you're going to this longer strap. It discusses not to over tighten this screw, so I don't want to go too far with that. Just demonstrate what that's all about. And we can do the second half as well. So let's do that real quick. So it's really convenient that they provided this wrench with it, so that you got the right wrench available, and it's got a nice little spot in the case for storage. So that's awesome as well. But anyway, moving right along here with our screw. Just about got this off. There you go, pull that out. And there's the other half. And let's go ahead and grab the buckle end of the strap and make sure it's spread out really well. So I'll prep it here. Otherwise, it's going to be really tough to insert that screw through this nylon end if it's not wide enough to accept the screw. Then it gets really tough. But anyway, let me go ahead and line this up. Get that screw to push into the other end of the lug here. Let's try to get it lined up here. There we go. All right, so the second half, we'll screw that down. And I can show you kind of how large this watch is in comparison to, say, well, I'm wearing a ZULU core right now, so you can see. The watch also, I didn't mention it, has a compass feature. So being that I just mentioned the ZULU core, I guess you can consider that as a comparison. But anyway, I'm trying to screw in the wrong end. I just can't see with this camera. Sorry, guys. All right, tighten that down. And there you go. There's the field ops watch with an alternative strap. I basically took off the rubber strap and put a two-piece 22mm ballistic nylon. So if we were to compare it, I've got my ZULU core on right now with my fixed lugs and bull bars. But here's a comparison of it next to a ZULU core. You can see they're very similar in size. This one's actually a little bit thicker, but as far as diameter of the case, it's very, very close. So let's take that off. Let's put this on. And so using it with this nylon strap, it actually fits quite well. The recession on the lugs it's actually quite comfortable. Nothing sticks out. The strap is in lugs probably about the right depth for most people. But there you go. There's your field ops watch with an alternative band on it. This is a ballistic nylon two-piece ZULU style band. So hopefully that helps you guys who are wondering if you could replace that stock strap with something different. And maybe this is something that you would like to do. We'll talk to you later. Bye.